Alright guys, welcome to another tutorial on my channel. In this training, I'm going to show you how to use design a WordPress website using a page builder called Beaver Builder. Beaver Builder is another page builder that's very good. It's one of the best page builder out there that you can use with WordPress to design any website, mostly static business websites. So we have other page builders like Elementor, Divi, and the rest of them. Beaver Builder is a very good one. And of course, we have the free version, which you can download on WordPress.org, or you can download within your WordPress dashboard. And of course, there's the pro version that you can download and pay for. It's a little bit pricey, but I'm going to show you how to use the free version and how to use the pro version, and then you'll be able to see the difference. Why sometimes you probably don't need the pro version, but depending on your needs, I'll show you, and then you can decide whether you want to pay for the pro version or you want to stick with the free version. So now let's get started. So before we begin, so if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Encourage me so that I'll continue to create more content. So let's get started. So alright guys, welcome to the training proper. So now if you go to wordpress.org, you'll be able to see the Beaver Builder that's created by the Beaver Builder team. So it's you can see it has almost 5-star rating, which is a very quality page builder. And if you go to their main website, Beaver Builder, wpbeaverbuilder.com, you can see the pricing. A little bit pricey. The pro version is $199, standard $99, and the agency $399. So for those who are developers, but as a beginner, you should always start from the free version, and that's what I'm going to show you. Although I'm going to compare that, and we're going to put it on this domain, netplustraining.com. As you can see, this is we just installed WordPress on it, and this is the back end where we will be installing everything. So we'll install the free one, click on add new and search for Beaver Builder, and let's install the free version of the Beaver Builder. You can download from the wordpress.org and go back to your back end and upload the plugin, but we don't need to do that since you can easily get it in within the dashboard. So install it and activate it. So once we activate it, then we'll now show you how to do everything on the front end. So now in the back end, just you can see everything that you can do. You're reading where you can, let's change it to static, because Beaver Builder is always used mostly for static websites. So let's choose this page, for example. I'm going to show you something. Save changes, and we're going to demonstrate how to do that. Once you refresh, you will get this static look, and you can see it's a little bit not full page, and that's because of the template that we have. If we go back and go to that page, we can change it to full width. So now let's click on Beaver Builder, and it's something that you can edit on the front page, and that's why I love Beaver Builder. So you can easily edit, style, design on the front page. You can see it's it's not full width. We'll change that soon. So we can go back to the back end and let's look for that page, that sample page, and make it full page. So we're going to select a full template. So we can go to under document. It should be under document, and let's go to template, under page attributes, and you'll be able to see the default template and full width template. The default template is the template that came with the 2020 theme. So because we are using the 2020 theme right now, so but we can select that, refresh, and we'll get that almost full, even though we're still working with the 2020 theme. And that's one thing about Beaver Builder. You can use it with any theme, but it works best with most other themes than, like a simple theme that like this one. So I'll show you how you can get a good theme. And to add your content, you just click on that plus sign, and you can see you can add columns, you can choose templates. There are free templates, and there are templates that came with the pro version. You can see the pro. Those are the ones, and we have these three that are free. You can drag and drop and continue to use. And these are elements, buttons, and down here you can see all the elements that comes with the pro version. The free ones, we have all these about 9 elements, and we have rows, modules is divided, and under group you can see the WordPress widgets that you can actually drag and drop and use. We still have the pro ones under right there, and under group again we have the standard module, which are the basic heading, audio, button that you can drag and start using right away. So we can go to row and drag these 2 columns and drag it under, and you can see we have 2 columns, and you can start adding your module, your elements. You can drag it into the first column, and here you can style, let's say put an edit, for example, short subheader, and you can choose the HTML tag, choose the color, typography, advanced. We can add some merging, visibility, styling, and all that. And we can save. And the second column, we can go there and maybe drag a button in there, or photo, and you can choose a landscape or panorama, the style of photo, and you can center. Under general, you can find the image, select photo, and then you can choose any one from the one you have, or upload any. And now we have a single row with 2 columns. You can add some merging. So but let's go back and compare that with the pro version. So let me add new and upload the pro version that I have. I just want to show you what the pro version will look like. BV plugin, and install the pro version. So let me go back and deactivate the free one. Both of them will work together. So now let's activate the pro version. So, and now we can refresh and go back, Beaver Builder, and now click on that. You can see we have all this module, media file, actions. We now have access to all these elements that we did not have access to. In the free version, you only have the basic, but the same column, the same rows, and everything. Now under columns, you can see we have saved. Then templates, we now have access to all these templates. There are lots of templates you can use, drag and use, that you don't have access to. And you also have one more, the save, where you can save, design and save and reuse your templates. So these are quality templates, and you can drag that, click on replace existing layout, click on OK, replace the whole thing, and you can have that template. Even though we're still working with the 2020 theme, but we can still use that template and design. So let's go back to the back end, and I'm going to show you the best way to work. So we won't install, instead we will start from the beginning and use a quality theme. So let me deactivate the Beaver Builder and even delete the free version. And the best way to work is to find a quality theme that allows you to work with Beaver Builder. And let's refresh this and go back to the way it was at the beginning. And I always like to use a theme like Astra theme, and there are so many themes that allows you to work with Beaver Builder. So we can go to themes and find the Astra theme. You can go to add new and search for that theme. One thing about the theme is that it allows you to even import Beaver Builder itself. So you can just activate it, install and activate. Once it's activated, even without you installing BB Builder, it will install BB Builder for you. So let's refresh that and you see this is the default layout. But what we can do is to go to Astra options and install the website itself. Let's go to install importer on the right and activate that, and it will give you option whether you want to use BB or Elementor. Use the Beaver Builder. In my other training, I use the Elementor, so you can check out that training, the beginner training, and you can see we have access to all these templates built with Beaver Builder, and we can install the complete website and we can start editing it. So that's the best way to work. And let me find, you can see we can still choose Elementor or Beaver Builder, but I'm going to choose the free templates, and we can choose depending on what you want to use our website for. So we have lots of styles, and we can let's choose business and find a particular website in a car industry, fresco, beauty. Let me find something like accounting. Okay, let me use this one, Joyce Robert, which is an accounting. So let's say we want to build an accounting website, and you can see we have all these templates for the home page, about page. So you can just check it out and see what it looks like, and you can see it's a very good one for accounting firm or accounting business. So it looks good. If it looks good after you preview it, then you can install it. Just check out all the pages about me, services, testimonial, and contact. So if it's what you need, you can completely install the complete site. Click on the import, or you can choose each one of them, import anyone that you like. But I'll choose to import the whole website and import the whole thing, and you can view. It's already on your website. Right click and view, and you can see everything has been imported. We now have, you can see netplustraining.com and the templates, the content, the demo, everything has been imported on our website. So now it's easy for us to now editing with the Beaver Builder. So let's check that out, and we can go back, and you can see we have the light version installed with the Astra theme. When we install the Astra theme and the installer, everything, and some additional plugin. So now you can see we can start editing with Beaver Builder. So if we go back to the back end and go to settings, we can go to general and edit the website heading, title, big boy, let's say big boy accountant or accounting firm, and the best money exchange website in Nigeria. So, and that's all, and then we can save. So now we have the setting, the metadata or whatever, and refresh. And if you go over, you can see the big boy accountant, the best website exchange. So that's the first thing you should do if you are importing a demo, a complete website. And another thing is to do is edit the logo. So we can do that under the customize, appearance customize, and we can edit the logo, change the logo. And then if you over it, you see that blue whatever, and we can enable it on desktop or mobile, and we can change the logo to our own logo. So I'm going to choose find one on my system. I think I have some logo. Okay, let me choose this one, upload that and choose, and now it will be changed. Now you can see the logo, and then the retinal logo, you can change that also and control the size, transparency, whatever, and you can publish. So let's refresh. You can see the logo has been changed. It's a bad logo, but you get the idea. So now we can start editing the content after we've changed the logo and the title. And of course, the menu in all the pages. If you go to the back end, you see all the pages that were imported with the Astra team. With the demo, you can see all the pages. You can go through the pages one by one. And of course, we can also edit the menu and all the pages. But let's start with editing the main page. So to edit the main page, just go up and choose Beaver Builder. You see the approach is different now. So instead of first importing Beaver Builder and start designing from scratch, we can use a template like Astra and we can start editing, import a demo and start editing the demo is the best way to. And you can see all the sections. This is the main section at the top, and you can see another section, and then you can see all these columns and rows within another section. So you can see rows and columns and elements. So this is another, and these are all rows and columns within a section. Another rows, then this is another section wrapped, and then you can see all these elements, three rows and three columns, and then another section where we have a row and two columns. So if you go and then you can start changing something, click on that wrench, and then you can see you can edit and change that photo. You can delete, edit, you can change the size, and let's 600 pixels, and then it's going to increase. You can reduce it back to 400. So those are the things that you can do. Just change the image or edit the image. If you go to general, so you can add a link URL, and this section, if you click on edit settings, you can see you can change the heading. Let's type in something like Michael Phillips, and you can see it's changed, and then we can add a link. And if you go down the description, you can change. Let's add some more, change or add more text as if it fits, and save. Typography, you can change the font, the style of the font, and go back to, you can change and save. And you can see that separator is something that you can also change. Click on it, and then this button also, just continue to click on that settings, and you can change the text, change codes, text, and then the link to wherever that button is leading to. Put a link there and save. And let's refresh, and you can see the main page we have. Let's copy that link and paste it here, for example, and let's icon, you can change the icon, and you can see it has these ultimate icons, and you can change any of those icons on the button. Scroll down, and you can see you can put the icon before or after, and then over text, color, everything. Those are the things that you can do. Then the radius, and once you're done, just save, and then you we're done with that section. And if you go down, then you see this one row and 3 columns, then another row and columns. Just continue to edit, change the text to whatever you want, and then you can even change the background stuff and change this button, and then change this image. So to change that image, click on that wrench again, and you can see photo, edit the photo, you can remove it and cancel. And then you can see if you click on that plus sign, you can drag a row. Let's drag a 3 column within that second section. So you can see you can drag row within a section. We have a row and 3 columns. Let's add photo in that first column, and then you can edit the photo, general, select a photo. Let's select from the ones imported with the demo content, or you can of course find from Pixabay, and that's one thing I like about that abstract theme. So let's find this one, select it, and then it's imported, and then of course save. And you can duplicate and add to the other columns, or you can just go to the other columns and import. So but in my case, let me just show you this. Duplicate with that third, and then drag with this, move and drag, and then duplicate again, then you move it with the first button there, and now you can change this photo or image. Let's choose this one, select, and then the third one. That's the easy way to work. You can always duplicate elements and replace after you've done that. And then you can see we have a very nice 1 row 3 columns within that section, and we can add HTML, photo, and sidebar text editor. Let's add it under that image, and let's type in something. Let's go to then add some description, and then save, and then you see we can control the color and styling, font. We change the font. Let's change you can change the font however you want. Advanced, you can add some merging, center it, make it bigger, go back to general, and then you can center that and save. Of course, you can change the color if you want, but you get the idea. Just duplicate and drag under that, and you can duplicate again and add to this third column. And let's add another basic element, or let's drag a row under the second section, and go back to module and add. So let's add something like an image, or you can click on that column settings to add a background. So if you want to add a background, column settings, and scroll down, you'll be able to see background, and then you can choose color, gradient, and photo. Let's choose photo and select a photo. Let's select this image, and you have this. And this is useful if you want to create maybe a large header slider at the top. Then advanced, you can add some padding to make it bigger, or at the margin. So let's add some padding at the top, 500 at the top, and maybe at the bottom. Let's add maybe 100 pixels at the bottom. Now you see we have a large header image, which is useful if you're using the free version, since we can use a slider with it comes with a pro version. If you want to use maybe other slider, it's not available with the free version, but you can do something like that. And then you can add maybe 3 columns within that, under that, and you see you can add different elements within that, but I'm going to remove that. Let's remove that. So that's how to remove whatever you've added. And then you can see we have that large image, and then your another section. So just continue to edit and add columns. Then we can add columns within two sections. You can see not here but here. So you can drag and drop anywhere. You can create different sections and add elements, row settings. You can add a background image, styling. We can fix the width, fixed or full width, and then content area. We can make it full width also. And scroll down, and maybe add some background image, color or gradient or photo, anything you can add, virtually anything. So in this case, let's add a photo and find a photo maybe from Pixabay. Let's type in banking or accounting or whatever. So any keyword that's related to banking. So let's just find anyone. So let me choose this jeans with a credit card. That color might look horrible, it might not look good, but let's use that and check out something. And you can see we have, background image has been added, and on that background image, you can continue to add rows and columns and elements. So we have a 3-column within that section, so we can drag. So let's add a 4-column to that on top of that background image, and we can drag elements on each column. So now let's go to modules and let's find heading. Let's add heading or text editor. Any of the two, drag it and put it in the 3rd column, and you can change the text or add some text, add some large text, and you can control the text, how big you want it to be, going to styling, and changing the color. So we choose white, then advanced, we can add some margin to the right, left, then the visibility. We can always go back to general and or fonts. Let's change the font. Let me show you how to change the fonts. So the size, we can put 50. Scroll down and center. Let's save that, and you can see that's a white on a very white something. So you can add maybe some, customize it, add some shadow to make it lighter. So let's go back to row settings and scroll down, and one thing you can do is go to background overlay and add some overlay color to make it to make the background image a little bit darker, so that any white text can pop. So you can see control transparency and go back to advanced and save. Now you can see the white color is now more visible. That's because we've added some dark color on them. And then you can style and fonts. The default, you can change. Let's change the font to Noni, or let's choose this one. Any one other than the default for you to see what you can do. Let's choose that Beaver's Noir, which is always in capital letter. And then we have the weight is only normal. So some font will allow you to choose different weights. So let's save, and you get the idea. So let's add some, maybe a button to the 4th column, and then a button, you can, general. Let's change the text, or we can leave it as click here. and control the styling. We can control the width, and then the advanced, we can the margin to the edges, of course relative to that column. So we can add maybe 20 to the right, 20 to the left, and maybe at the top 10 or less 40, so that it's in line with that text on the third column. So 45 will look good. Bottom no. Right, you can make it 50. So leave it at 0. Scroll down. Style, middle, and save. Now we have a button there, and you just continue to add to columns, and those are the things you can do. So let's try and find a row, maybe a 3-column or a 4-column. You can put it under within that same section. So we now have 2 rows, 2 4-columns rows within that section, and elements, drag it. So I'm just playing around, nothing too fancy, but you get a point. You can select a photo and add a photo, add an image. Let me find an image to use. Let's click on this. Okay, that's a very large image. It probably won't work there. It won't work there. You can see 1920 by. So let's choose a medium. It won't work. This won't work. So probably choose a more square image. So let's remove that. That won't work. So you generally get the idea. So just continue to work from rows and columns and sections. It's very easy to work with BB or Beaver Builder. So let's use this, and general, select photo. Let's select this one. This one is more like a square, 400 by 400, so it looks good. But you can see it's transparent. You can right click on the edit column settings. That will allow you to add maybe a background, because that won't work. It looks transparent. So we can go background color. This time I will choose color, then we'll add a color to that background. So instead of choosing photo, we'll choose color. Let's make it white and save. And now you can see it looks better now. And you can duplicate that and put it in the 4th column. Duplicate that, then drag it with the move. Yeah, move it to the, and then you can see the background is not, so you need to edit column settings, then scroll down and find, go back to style, and then background, color, choose color, then the color, choose the same white, or we can use the color selection to select the same color. So let's just choose this section, and save. And of course you can always copy your color codes and put it there. Let's save. Advance. So we can put some separation between them. You can see they are joined, so we can put some padding. So let's go back to the first one, column, and add some padding in between. Or let's add margin will work. Let's put 10 on the right, 10 on the left, and save. Then go back and column settings, and 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Now we have some separation between those 2 columns, and it looks much more better. So you're beginning to see how BB or Beaver Builder works. And we're still using the free version, by the way, so not even the pro version. So, and that's the advantage of using a theme and a demo content. Even though you don't have access to all this pro, you can always edit a quality pre-designed template and create something nice. So you go through from row to column to section, continue to hide items. Well, we can add a video here. Let's put it under this. And of course, you can the video settings, you can have select a video link. You can add maybe YouTube video, for example. So under the video type, or let's go to structured data, then you can advanced, you can add some padding. Let's go to general and choose embed. We want to embed a YouTube video, so we can find a YouTube video. Let's go to YouTube, find a video. So click on this, copy the URL or the link, or go back, embed, and copy the embed code, and go back and paste the code there. So that's how to copy embed code, and then it will be embedded for you. And now you can see, let's remove that. Elementor, by the way, works with just the URL of the site, but for Beaver Builder, you need to copy the embed code and paste it there. So just continue to edit line, rows, and done. And publish. Once you're done, just publish it. And so let me install let me scroll down. Let's work with let's deactivate the light version and work with the pro version, just so you can see the difference. Let's go back, refresh, and let's see what we can do with the pro version for those who might want to do something more than just having the demo. Now you can see we now have access to more and more tools, more and more elements, contact form, call out, menu, subscribe form, pricing table. Because if you're using a free one, even though you're using a demo, you're still limited with whatever is imported in the demo. But if you're using, let's remove this, and you can see we now have a slideshow with the pro version. Let's remove that. And within this section, let me remove this section. Or let me just drag a row, just one column within two sections. And let me go back to modules and scroll down under media. You see slideshows. You don't have access to that with the free version. Now you can have multiple images, unlike the free version where you only have one image. So I can select as many images as I want. So let me choose images that are almost the same size, 1920 by 8. So those three, they have the same size. Then you can import that, and now we have something like a slideshow that you don't have if you're using the free version. You can control the speed, the fade, and whatever. So, and we can edit that particular to make it wider. So row settings, then make it full width, then the contents, make it full width also. So it has a more wider content. And you can see we have row settings for the section, and then row settings for the elements within the section. So you can always see. So now let's go to style and control it, and you can see, so you can see the upper one. Let's remove that, by the way, and remove this also. let's work with what demo content. Then I probably will leave this one in. It looks cool. And you can, all these things are what you can edit. Just click on edit and change all those icons. Those are icon. Then rows, modules, and audio, the basic button group. You definitely have access to more and more tools that you can work with the pro version. So if you can afford the pro version, you can always use it. Otherwise, then this form is something you can edit. And if you go to general, you can, WP form. So if you're using WP form plugin, which came with the Astra theme, so you can always generate your code and paste it here. So it's a simple form. So you can learn how to use WP form plugin, or you can use contact us plugin. But so you can just publish that, go back to the back end, and let's work with the menu. So appearance, menu, and let's put the menu. Then these are the default items in the menu: home, about, services. We can add or remove, or we can change the menu completely. So now let's see if we can manage location and assign the menu: primary menu, footer menu. Go back to the edit menu, and let's work with the menu that we have. And if you want to create a new menu, you can just create a new menu, and let's make it footer menu, and we can add that to the footer. Check the footer menu, save, and let's add some item to it. So let's go back to view all, home, contact, about, services, and add that to the menu. And then we have for save, and then manage location. Of course, it's assigned. Primary menu is already assigned. If we refresh that, and then you can see the footer will now have that menu. So the top header menu is still the same thing. And of course, we can edit the pages, go to all pages, and edit the same pages the same way you edit the main page. So just go and click on Beaver Builder at the top and edit that page. So click on Beaver Builder and you can edit that page same way you did for the home page. So if you don't want any page, you can delete the page and recreate the page yourself. So it's as simple as that. So let's add a new page and let's try and do things from scratch. So let's call it a page, a blog, and let's try and create something like a blog kind of page. So in case you want to have maybe a blog to your website. So let's click on launch blog, or we can go back. Okay, so and this you can get with the pro version actually. So if you scroll down, you see post, okay, the post, then you can see post carousel, post slider, post, you can drag. This only works with the pro version. So you won't be able to use this actually with the free version. Then the post width, you can control that and control the post width. And of course, we only have one post so far, so that's why you're seeing that only one post. With many posts, you probably have like four rows or 4 columns, and then we can, let's make it full width. Then the content area full width. Save. It won't have much because we only have one post, by the way. And of course, we can always, we can go back and choose the full width template. And then once you're done, just click on done. So if you have a lot of posts, you'll be able to have good result, but we only have one post, and I don't want to have any posts, add more posts, but you get the idea. So those are the things you can do. So let's go back to the back end and try it. What else? Let's go back to the menu and let's add a blog post. So it is what you can do, add it to the menu. So this is important if you want to have like a business website and you want a blog page. So that's the advantage of using the pro version. So you can drag it into position and click on save. And your website will be a combination of static front page, and then you have a page for your blog posts. If you go to blog, people will be able to see that you have a blog. All your blog content will be on your blog page. So you can see if you have lots of content, you have these rows, like maybe by three columns and lots of rows. So the next thing is let's add new post. Let's add a new post. We go back to the home page. Now let's go to about and edit this about page. Then you can see on the blog page, you need to change the logo. So we go back to customize, and that's because it's using a different template from the other pages. So you need to. So if you're using different templates within, you always have a situation like this. All the other pages will have the same logo. Then you need to. You can see this one has the logo that we uploaded, but the blog has a different logo. So you can always let's add a new page. You know how to add post. Let's add maybe a template page, and let's maybe create something a little bit different and work with templates instead. So let's go to content layout and choose full weight, or choose full weight content stretched, and click publish. So let me just show you how to use the templates that comes with Beaver Builder. So go back and let's view that page, and then you can see we have, so we also have the logo. We need to change that, and Beaver Builder templates, and you can choose any template and use any template. So that's you. If you want to use any of these templates, you just drag the template. The free one only limits you to 3, so but the pro version allows you to use all these. So let me just drag one of them. So click on it, and you can see that template is imported, and it's going to take, you can see that page is using that different template that comes with Beaver Builder, and you can see it's the same thing, just rows and columns. That's what you Beaver Builder can do, and then you can change the logo, edit the header menu, and change icon, section, background, images, and then once you're done, you can publish. So that's one thing you can do if you don't want to maybe import a demo content. So let's create a blank page, and let's create something a little bit different. So let's start from scratch. Let's say you want to create everything from scratch without importing. So I've showed you how you can edit a demo. I've showed you how you can use templates, and now let me show you how you can start from scratch with no content. So this is a blank page, and we start adding modules, elements, rows, drag rows, one row, and then go to module and click on row settings, maybe add some background image, make it full weight, at the top. Content area, make it full width also. Or for once, let's make it fixed. And background, let's choose color this time around, just so I can show you different thing. And on top of that color, we can even add a photo, an image, then gradient, radial. So go back and choose parallax. So you see all the options that you have if you're using the Pro. Select photo on your colored. And let's go to Pixabay and type in bang. And let's import this one, and let's save and insert, and it will be right on top of that green. And then you can control the image size and the scale, attachments. So those are the things you can do. Overlay color. Let's make it a little bit darker so that you can control the transparency. Make it a little bit darker, and then advance, add some padding, and then let's save that. This one is a little bit more constrained, and that's because we are using a more constrained template. And now let's add another row. Let's add a 4-column within that section. So we now have a 4-column within another 1-column section. Now we can add heading. We can have 2 at the top, then add heading on the right, type in heading header text, then HTML tag, make it H1, then the color, let's make it white, the style, the font, advance, add some, make it center, 20, and you can link so that everything is the same thing, or you can uncheck so that you can control each section differently. So once you're done, click on save, and you can add a button or a text again. Let's add general, select a photo or image. We've done this before, but let me just show you some couple of things that you can do since we're starting from scratch. Center, general, and just make sure you go from from all these tabs and see what you can do. So like I said, edit column, column settings, and add a background to that, and make it color, make it white, and save. And then we can duplicate that and drag just like we did before, and now add the same background color and save, and then add some separation, column settings, go to some margin, 10 on the right, 10 on the left, save. Second one, 10 on the right, 10 on the left, then save. And now we can add, let's drag another 4-column within that same section, and add button instead on the, so we'll try to fill one area on the right, and we can control the button, advance, margin, style, center, then we can control the color, the text, save. So I'm just going to leave this as it is, and you can edit, duplicate, put it on the 4th column, and let's add more, and Let's choose another row and create another section this time around. So you can see we have another section, and inside that section we can put like a container slider, edit slider, and duplicate that, and add photo to each slider, and so many things you can do. Let's call to action. You can put call to action with styling, image, links. So either get it now, then you have some text. This is a call to action, and this is what it looks like for those who know how call to action works. So if you don't know how any element works, you can always just drag and test it out and see what it looks like. See what the final, and you can see this is typical call to action. You can put a link or a button, and just save that, and then you have some this. I can restyle that, by the way, and let me add 2 at the top, and I'm done. So add more. Let's add an image and select the image from Pixabay, and let's find any image. Fine, let's upload an image, all the ones that we've uploaded before. Let's select this one and import it in, and then you can see we have that image. You can save, so you can continue to build row by column, columns within columns, columns within section, and then let's create another section, the third section, and we can control that particular section and add color again to the background of the whole section, and within that section we can continue to add some rows, 2 columns within that section, and just continue to build and add elements and photo, image, and let's use this one, and save. And on the left, let's add a text editor, and you can type in some amazing stuffs, center it and make it H2, and then we can copy some more text, and we can make the text, go to style and make it white so that it's visible because we have a green background, and then you can control the margin to the right, to the left, to the top, link it so that it's the same thing. Do whatever you want to do, add more text, and just continue to build and build. Then the column setting for that, you can, like I said, you can link it, or you can save, and before you know it, we'll have a complete website. If you continue to build row by row, section by section, and then add the fourth section, then add some, three column, add some icon to that, styling, make it 60 or 70, center that, and then let's save. Then we can duplicate that and drag it to the second, drag to the third, and then icon again. You can style it, replace the second icon, replace the third icon, and we now have a section with 3 icons. Under that icon, we can add some text. Let's copy some text and paste, or open photo opener, and then center that, and we can make it H3, the style, make it color, no black or any dark color because we have a white background, and save. We can duplicate that again, drag it under that, and let's add one more section, and we can have a fixed row, and let's add a background, color this time around, and let's make it, you can paste some code, and add some padding, and unlink that, so we have, unlink that and have only to the left and to the right, or top and bottom. So whatever you want to do, you can just control that, and maybe add a heading, and general, type in some as another subheading, and h2 tag, color white, advanced, general. Let's center that, save, and again make it full width, and then add something like a text editor, and we continue to add some text, and center that, and h3 tags, style, change the color, make it white, and button, center, click here, custom, control the size of the button, let's make it 300, and save. So before we know it, we have something like this. So just continue to build and build and publish. So this is a good way to, create a beaver builder, and you can just practice more. So I hope you like this training video. So thank you, and bye bye.